You can take the most powerful AI model on Earth, give it a brilliant question, and still get a useless answer. Why? Because the model only sees what you put in front of it. The art of choosing exactly that, what goes in, what stays out, and when, is called context engineering, and it has quietly become the most important skill for building AI agents. Let's break it down. Start with one simple truth. A language model has no memory between calls. Every time it answers, everything it knows for that reply has to fit inside a single space called the context window. Your prompt goes in there, yes, but so does the system prompt, the tools, the conversation so far, and any documents you pulled in. And that window is finite. Put in the wrong things or simply too much, and even a genius model stumbles. Now you've probably heard of prompt engineering. That's crafting the wording of a single input, how you phrase one question to get a good answer. Context engineering is the bigger job. It's managing the entire stack of information around the model across an agent's whole run. The system prompt, the tools, memory, retrieve documents, history, and tool outputs. Every token at every step. Prompt engineering is one sentence. Context engineering is the whole conversation. So what actually fills the window? Usually 7 things: the system prompt, which sets who the agent is and its rules, the tools it's allowed to use, a few examples of how to behave, the message history, documents retrieved for this task, memory from past sessions, and the results that come back from tools it runs. All of it shares the same limited space and all of it competes. And here's the principle that ties everything together. Every single token spends part of a finite attention budget. As Anthropic puts it, the goal is to find the smallest set of high-signal tokens that maximize the chance of the outcome you want. Read that again. The smallest set. More context is not better. Every token you add competes with every other token for the model's attention. Why does that matter so much? Because of something called context rot. Researchers have shown that as you pack more tokens into the window, the model's accuracy actually drops, even on simple tasks. Worse, information buried in the middle of a long context often gets ignored entirely. It's called lost in the middle. Even models with million-token windows suffer from it, so the goal is never to fill the window, it's to curate it. Okay, so how do we curate it? There's a clean playbook with 4 strategies. Write, save context outside the window. Select, pull in only what's relevant. Compress, shrink it down to the essential tokens. And isolate, split the work across separate agents. Write, select, compress, isolate. Let's take them one at a time. First, write. Instead of cramming everything into the window, let the agent save notes outside it. A scratchpad holds its plan and what it's figured out so far. A memory file stores facts it wants to remember across sessions. The window stays lean and focused, and nothing important gets lost when the conversation moves on. Second, select. At each step, pull in only the context that step actually needs. This is where retrieval or RAG comes in. Search your documents and add just the top few matches, not the whole library. Recall only the relevant memories. And expose only the handful of tools the task requires, not every tool you own. Relevance over volume every time. Third, compress. Shrink what's already in the window so the budget lasts longer. Summarize a long conversation into a short recap, a trick often called compaction. Condense bulky tool outputs down to what matters, and drop anything stale, repeated, or low signal. Same information, far fewer tokens. Fourth, isolate. Instead of one agent juggling everything in one giant window, split the work. Give each sub-agent its own clean, focused context for a single job. Run code in a sandbox so the raw output never floods the main window. Then a supervisor agent stitches the results back together. Many small, clean windows beat one enormous, messy one. And does all this actually move the needle? Absolutely. In Anthropic's own agent tests, automatic context editing alone lifted performance by 29%. Add a memory tool on top and that jumped to 39%. They're now building these right into the model: context editing, memory tools, and context awareness, so the agent even knows how much budget it has left. And it adds up fast, since a big multi-agent system can burn 15 times the tokens of a simple chat. So how do you put this to work today? Write a tight, specific system prompt. Design a few clear tools that don't overlap. Show a handful of good examples, not 100. Retrieve information just in time instead of dumping it all in up front. Summarize before the window fills up. And ask the model for structured output to save tokens. Small habits, big difference. So let's bring it all home. Context engineering is curating exactly what the model sees. Remember the 4 moves. Write to save context outside the window. Select to pull in only what's relevant. Compress to keep only the tokens you need. And isolate to split work across clean windows. Master the window and you master the agent. Thanks for watching.